Today's tip is about the gifts in adversity. Most of us are really happy when things are going the way that we want it to go. But when things don't go our way, we can often get angry, be resentful, or in some cases, even be depressed. We certainly go from a positive mind state to a much more negative mind state. Yet in all the experience I've had in doing my work, it's occurred to me that in keeping an even mind is really important both for our happiness in life as well as continuing to achieve what we can achieve and fulfill our potential. On a Friday afternoon a few weeks ago, after being very diligent in working to the next steps of business growth, I had a major breakthrough. I was really inspired and excited on Friday for the whole day. And then on Saturday, I had a freak accident walking my dog in the park, and I broke 2 bones in my wrist. So I went from being really far up here to going, what's just happened here? I could easily get into a negative state and say, why did this happen to me when things were going so well? But I know that if I do that, I'm just going to add insult to injury and end up losing a lot of time. So instead, I asked a really important question. Why did this happen for me, not to me? And I started to really investigate that. And I realized there were some really key points that I got out of breaking my wrist. I realized I had been rushing quite a lot, and it was time to just slow down. In that rushing, I failed to realize that my life is actually really good right now. I don't have to be in a rush to make a change. It will grow and it will develop. I also got really grateful for the help that I have in my life, of course not the least of which is my wife, who literally became my right hand. I really got to appreciate her, and we've had some amazing times together. I also realized the importance of asking for help. Even though I didn't have a choice, I actually had an epiphany on just how much help it's time to bring in to the mission that I've got that I'm doing with my work. When adversity hits, the first question that we generally ask is, why did this happen to me? And all that does is, on top of the adversity, it puts us into a really bad mind state. If we instead turn that question around and really investigate, why did this actually happen for me? We live in an amazing world where things are happening for us, not to us, no matter how they look. If we take time to ask, why specifically did this happen for me, we can turn things around, and it can be something that helps us along the journey instead of holds us back.